Major celebrity getting outed? We gotta talk about this, but before we get into it, hello! My name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. You guys, welcome back. If you are brand new, the whole vibe is like we're on a FaceTime call. And today we are FaceTiming from the hotel bedroom in Ireland. That is right, guys. I am in Dublin and I arrived tonight. It is 12:43 a.m. and I needed to hang out with you guys a little bit before I went to bed because I was feeling a little bit anxious. I was like, you know what, girl? Let me just do my FaceTime call with my messy besties and just keep each other company. When I tell you guys that it feels like we're on a FaceTime call, it really does. I just wish that you guys could like talk back to me, but I do love reading all your comments. Listen, best friend, we have to talk because, so, okay, I spill pop culture tea. I am all about breaking news and I love being the first to talk about things because I like a fresh perspective. I don't like hearing or watching or even reading about certain, you know, pop culture event from a person, like their thoughts, because I don't want to get, I don't want to get affected by their thoughts. Like I want to have my own thoughts. That's why, I'm always constantly doing research and just making sure that I have new things. But listen, there is this email going around and it is about somebody wanting to out a celebrity and trying to give me like the exclusive. Let me tell you something. I get emails every fucking day. Okay, every day I get emails. In fact, I got an email today about a company that really wants to work with me, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. But I I think Hollywood is so dark, and I think that in Hollywood because I live there too, right? We sort of like there's a pretend, right? And as much as we are advanced and gay marriage for now is still legal, which is so even crazy to say. Hopefully it stays that way and hate does not win. But um I think in Hollywood you got to pretend sometimes to be somewhere else, especially if you're celebrities. You cannot just be gay. Do you know what I mean? I have seen and witnessed record companies and agents and all these people forcing basically their client to say, hey, you know what, I'm not gay. Hey, you know what, uh let's pretend you have a girlfriend, and they find a fake girlfriend, they find a fake relationship for them, so they gotta pretend they're not gay. And as much as we like to pretend that we are all advanced and everything, we accept one another, Hollywood still has to pretend and put up an act. With that being said, I think that being gay is something that for me has had some challenges in the beginning, because obviously not everybody accepts you, not everybody agrees with you, not everybody wants you to be fully happy with yourself, right? So they put on their own, you know their own projecting basically. But anyways, there is an email going around about a certain celebrity and being basically outed. And I wanted to make this video before I went to bed because I need you guys to know how I am. I don't care if I'm being asked, if I'm being offered money. I don't care if it makes me have the right connections or it makes me, whatever. Like, I will never betray my heart or my soul for money or clout or views or followers. I will remain as authentic as possible, and my self, my soul, my heart fully believes that your sexuality is nobody's business. And if people are out here trying to expose and out people, you are the problem. You are disgusting. So I did want to say, best friend, that on my channel, you are going to get the most real, the most raw, the most everything. And I know that there are certain topics that people can argue like, well, yes, it's this damaging to them, but like it's very helpful. I'm not here to bring, and to end people's careers. I'm not here to do any of that. I'm here to talk about what's out there, what's making the headlines. This has not made the headlines yet, and therefore the reason I'm telling you is because if you do know somebody who is being outed, or you are forcing somebody to be out, or you are trying to have that person be themselves because you just want them to be happy, you got to give people time, honey. You got to give people time to come out. My husband was not out. I believe he came out like 6 months after we started dating. So we just cannot hurry people. And it is such a shame to see certain people trying to shop an exclusive of somebody being secretly gay. That is just insane to me. And I will never, ever, ever walk away from who I am, and walk away from my truth, and walk away from my, I believe, a good heart. I will never out anybody. I will never, ever, ever do something so disgusting, because I have seen people be outed, and I have seen just how it changes their lives. So with all of that being said, the reason I wanted to do this video is because if you do see somebody outing somebody and you're not gay and you don't understand what really it means more than you will ever know. Because throughout high school, most of us gays are always called out, are always picked on. And even though before we even say we're gay, somehow the bullies have a freaking gay antenna, because probably they're gay too. But it's hard to open up to people. It's hard to open up to strangers, let alone being worried that if you do say you're gay, what is going to happen with your career? What's going to happen with your movies, your TV shows, or whatever. So I just wanted to say, you guys, that I will never partake in a situation like that, because I don't believe anybody's sexuality or body is anybody's business. So I hope and pray that this stops, and I hope and pray that whoever it is that they are alleging to be gay can find the beauty in being authentic. But I understand why you are freaking out. If you were to say you were gay, what would happen to your career? So I absolutely understand it, but I really do hope that one day you can live in your truth. So anyways, I love you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much. And here is a little adventure from today. Mwah.